Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching. So today I am sharing over 50 items with you guys that are all going to be really good gift ideas for Christmas this coming year. They're all from Amazon, and so you're going to be able to get them in a quick amount of time, not a lot of turnaround, and you don't risk your stuff getting lost in the mail as much as my stuff has being lost through certain carriers. I'm not going to blame anyone. FedEx, excuse me, but it's all from Amazon. There are supply chain shortages this year, there are delivery delays, and honestly, it's just been so crazy. So I highly recommend shopping with Prime, and everything that I'm sharing is gonna be linked in the description bar below for you guys. I'm gonna have it individually linked, but I'm also gonna share the Amazon storefront link because you guys sometimes like to be able to do it that way. So I'll have both sets of links, however you choose to shop. Also, everything I am talking about is either for men, women, or both. I also have gift ideas for like white elephant, coworkers, and even some stocking stuffer ideas. So if you want it as a gift idea, it is going to be featured in this video. But I have talked enough and it's going to be a long one. Make sure that you go below and click the subscribe button if you are new here. I would love to have you guys join the fam. I put up lots of Amazon videos literally all the time. And let's go ahead and get started. All right, I'm going to be scooting to the side here and we are going to talk about unisex gifts first. So these work for men or women. I do have a few gifts that are like for couples, and I also have some gifts in this one that are like gonna hit that under 25 mark for like white elephant or a stocking stuffer. So first, a water bottle. And if you do see me looking down, I have my notes here to make sure I don't miss anything. So this particular water bottle comes in 6 sizes and over 25 colors. It is a water bottle that both my husband and I have, but a good water bottle is always a good place to start, especially if you know someone is wanting to like get fit in the new year. My husband and I love water bottles. Like, you can never give us a bad water bottle gift, and I don't know why. We have an obsession with them. So don't discount it. Don't say it's not a good gift. I promise those are really good gifts to give. A Carhartt beanie. You guys, these come in 39 color options. Now, I always only do men's. I've never purchased a women's Carhartt beanie. I don't even know if they make women's, but I've only ever purchased men. And me and my husband were wearing Carhartt long before it was like a fad, because where we grew up, Carhartt is the warm brand. You need like outdoor coats, outdoor pants, a warm hat, anything, gloves, doesn't matter. You go to Carhartt brand. So definitely if you want to get warmer clothes, I recommend that brand, but specifically a Carhartt beanie is a great staple item. You can get a ton of different colors, stocking stuffer, regular gift. Everybody needs one, I'm telling you. They're really good. Jesus Calling is a great daily devotional. It has one day for every day of the year. And so you just can flip to the day that you are on. And I absolutely love Jesus Calling. They have a regular book cover, and then they do have some that are like a little bit more frilly, like I have a pink one. They also, I believe, have like a full devotional now. I think they also have some books that are like in bigger text if you are wanting to get it for someone who's a little bit older and you know they need readers, because the text can be kind of small. So that one fits more of, I think, the stocking stuffer or white elephant category, but still a great gift for sure. Electric wine opener. These were actually a hot item last year at white elephant Christmas parties that I went to. So I actually purchased one this year along with like a bottle of wine and some pretty wine glasses to give in white elephant. Electric wine openers are great. I was a bartender in college, so I'm all about the like small little ones that fold down and fit in your pocket, but I think people feel bougie with the electric wine opener. So if you know a wine drinker, they could probably benefit from the electric wine opener. So the next 3, and I really do feel like I'm speeding through this. I'm having to like stop and take deep breaths, but I want to make sure I get through all of these. Air fryer, Instant Pot, and a Ninja Foodie. So the first is the air fryer. I think these are awesome gifts to give because now everybody's on the air fryer fad, because it literally like makes your food taste as if it's been fried, but without the oil and the grease and gross and it being really like just heavy. And I air fry kale, but I actually don't have an air fryer. If you know someone who like wants an air fryer or they don't have one, that is a really good place to start. But what I have is the Instant Pot with the air fryer lid. I am a pressure cooker through and through. I sing the Instant Pot praises and have for many years now. I think it's so easy to use. And so instead of buying an additional appliance, I just got the air fryer lid with the Instant Pot, and I love using it like that. But the Instant Pot by itself or with the air fryer lid, you can't go wrong. Then there is the Ninja Foodie. So I've told my husband when we move in the next year or so, I want to get rid of our crock pot, pressure cooker, and the air fryer lid, because the Ninja Foodie has it all in one. So you You can slow cook, pressure cook, or air fry, all in Ninja Foodi. I think you can also like saute and a bunch of other things, but those are my like 3 main points for wanting the Ninja Foodi. But I'm just at the place right now. I like my appliances. I'm not gonna get rid of them just because, so I'll replace it eventually. The Ninja Foodi is one I have my eyes on. So if you know someone who has all the appliances and you're wanting to kind of simplify their life, definitely go with the Ninja Foodi. It is an awesome, highly rated product that I cannot wait to get my hands on one day. I just don't want to do it right now. The Eufy vacuum. I have 2 different versions of this and I love them both. So the Eufy vacuum, the first one, is the RoboVac. I recommend the slim option because it does fit under more furniture. So it's gonna be able to actually clear a lot. Like we have a very low profile sofa, and so it can actually go under our sofa without issues and getting stuck and stuff. And I adore the RoboVac because it vacuums for me. I run it every single morning. I get up, first thing I do is I make the bed, and then I run the Eufy vacuum in our bedroom. I take it back to the charger once it dies, and then I pull it back out after it has a full battery, and then it vacuums the rest of our house. It just has simplified our life beyond because we have so many animals and we have to vacuum every day. I have gifted this before. Me and my siblings like gifted it. I believe it was for Mother's Day or her birthday. I can't quite remember, but we got one from my mom and she loved it so much that she actually bought one for every floor of her house. So she bought like 2 additional ones, and so she has all 3 remotes, so she can actually be vacuuming all 3 floors of her house at one time without actually having to vacuum. So RoboVac is a product for a simpler life and I adore it. Now the second Eufy vacuum is actually a handheld one, but it is cordless, which is prime. I hate corded vacuums. And this one, the battery power lasts for a really long time. It's easy to empty. It has a ton of attachments. It's very, very, very powerful. And it hangs on the wall, so it's not taking up a lot of space. Right there, 5 reasons why it is just such a good vacuum. And we have both, because there is of course still gonna be times where you need a regular vacuum, or you want to vacuum while the Eufy's going or whatever. So we have both of these in our house and we love them so much. A massage gun. So this is the handheld version. My husband got me this for my birthday this past year, and the way I describe it is that it hurts so good. Like, it is the best thing he has ever gifted me, apart from the baby in my belly. That's a pretty good gift. This has been the most used item in our house. He uses it all the time now. I use it all the time. And our spoiled ass lab absolutely loves that thing. And my husband just is obsessed with our dog. So of course, Zeus will roll over and just be like, oh, and then my husband will play with it on his stomach. So the massage gun gets used here. This one is handheld, and the one downside to it is that it is very chunky, kind of hefty. So if you don't want to go with the massage gun, you can also do the full neck massager. The only downside to this one is I think it only is for your neck and maybe your back, while the other massage gun is actually for lots of different parts of your body, and it comes with different attachments. But no matter what, I know these feel like very gadgety gifts. Every person I know who has one of these sings its praises. Barefoot Dreams blanket. So these are a hot ticket item. They are a lot more expensive, but I have 2 Barefoot Dream robes, got one. We got the baby blanket for our son, so he will have that when he is born. I have the robe and then a pair of socks. Barefoot Dreams is such a high quality brand. I absolutely love their stuff, but I purchased it last year from, I believe it was Nordstrom Rack and not Nordstrom. And again, not gonna point fingers at any one specific shipping company. FedEx always loses my package. I've literally never had a lost package that wasn't from FedEx. It was like 3 weeks until it got here. So it actually missed the gift window that I was giving it for, and I had to get another one, like a different, not Barefoot Dreams blanket. And I was just frustrated all around. So I do recommend getting this one overall, but specifically from Amazon because you do have that 2-day Prime. And if it doesn't come in 2 days, they have great customer service. Keurigs are gifts I also feel like everybody already has, but these are great for like younger adults, people who live by themselves, someone who's about to go to college. My husband and I actually have one, and we use a pour over coffee maker, which I'll talk about in a second. But for the days that we either wake up late or just aren't feeling it, or we want like just a K-cup of hot chocolate because it makes the perfect hot chocolate, the Keurig is a great option. So if you know someone who loves coffee, doesn't have one, the Keurig is the way to go. You can also get this camera. I have this one, I think it's called like the InstaShot or something camera. It is a Polaroid style camera, and I actually bought mine when I found out I was pregnant, and I take like little bump dates with it. You can also do, you know, whatever photos. I've seen girls get them for their weddings. It just takes really cute, tiny little Polaroid pictures that are very sweet. And then mine actually came with a little book so I can keep all the Polaroids like organized. So I love mine. I have it in the pink that I've shown on screen, but if you know a girl who wants to take like cute little Polaroids, whether she's in like college, I see a lot of college girls love them. It's a great gift to give. Coffee cup warmer. Now this one kind of hits the bill for more of like a coworker gift, white elephant, stocking stuffer, but I used to love these when I was working actually in office before working from home, because I don't know what it is about an office space, but I feel like maybe it's because I'm more like I hold my coffee at home. I don't know, but my coffee always got really cold at our office. Also, I had no control over the air conditioning there. But these were great. And a lot of us designers would say like we'd put our head down and then look up. It would be 3 hours later. You wouldn't realize that you had blinked and your coffee's sitting there. So this is great if like you have your coffee cup. It's gonna keep that coffee a little bit warm and drinkable for a lot longer. So good, a little stocking stuffer or white elephant gift for whoever. Pour over coffee makers are life. My husband and I love them. We started using it because it is a way to cut down on BPA in your life just in general. Like so much of our coffee pot was heated plastic. And so we actually went with the all glass pour over, and now we can't go back solely because it's just better coffee. Like pour over coffee is superior in my opinion. I love the way it tastes. It just does take a tiny bit, and I mean like 2 to 3 minutes longer to make coffee in the morning. And again, that's why we have the Keurig for those days when we're just like, I'm not feeling it. Pour over coffee is life. If you know a coffee lover, it's a great gift idea. You can also get a bar kit. So this is great. I don't know how many people I have given them to in the past that are like, why have I not had one of these before? And you don't even realize just like how simple it is to just make a mixed drink when you have like a shaker with you. And again, like I was a bartender in college. So for me, I just like to have them when I'm at my house making drinks, when I'm making drinks for friends when they come over. Like anytime a friend would come over, I would always get that thing out because it makes bomb margaritas, and it's just better than like trying to mix it and pour, and you can always like put 2 glasses together and shake. It's kind of risky unless you know what you're doing. So having an actual bar kit is great for the drinkers in your life. This egg cooker, I actually purchased this and it should be here today. For myself, this one comes in 7 color options, and the reason I added this is because I've actually seen this gift multiple years in a row fought over in white elephant, because apparently if you like boiled eggs, or even just like a couple times a year, if you make like deviled eggs a lot, it's very, very good because it makes them in record timing. And I think from what my mom has said, she also finds that it makes her eggs peel a lot simpler. So she got them as gifts a couple years ago. Like there's no one I know that has one of these that doesn't absolutely love it. And again, I've seen it fought over in white elephant. So I added that one to the list because I promise it seems one of those that's like real gadgety, but it's good. Okay, the next few are tech. So I have the Echo Dot. My husband and I actually have this. We were given it as a gift a couple years ago. I think everyone in my family got one at that point. My parents love all of their little Alexas, Echoes, Google Homes, whatever they are. They love them so much. They have them set up all over the house. And so these are always a good idea. Especially if you know someone again who doesn't have one, but you could also do the Echo Show. So this one I think comes in 2 color options, the black and then like the silver. I think it's the same exact thing as the Echo Dot, but it just does have a screen on it. And again, one of those things, I know a couple of our friends have them and they absolutely love them, like keep them in their kitchen. That is where I see a lot of people keeping theirs. But if you know someone who doesn't have one, or you want to get a really nice gift for white elephant, that's the way to go for sure. I know so many people who love them. And the Ring doorbell. I don't know how there are still people out there who don't have Ring doorbells by now. I'm surprised at this point in 2021 when homes are being built, they're not being built with them already installed. Ring doorbells are superior. Anything with a camera that can monitor your house when you're not home, when you are home, it's just amazing. Me and my husband use ours all the time, even if it's just as simple as like our dog's barking, we want to see if like there's actually someone here or not. Of course it records every time someone walks up, just depending on your settings. And I was actually talking to a girlfriend recently who said, you know, there used to be a joke of like before you moved into a home, you would make sure you get your telephone set up. And then as we kind of evolved, it was like you had to get your TV, your telephone, your Wi-Fi. And now she was moving into her apartment and she said like before she moved in, she made sure she had TV set up, Wi-Fi set up, and her Ring doorbell. She was like, I didn't care about anything else. Those were the two things I needed set up. So a Ring doorbell is just, it's the superior option in my opinion. Bluetooth speakers are also always good gifts. My husband and I have a couple of these and we like to have them, you know, here at the house. My husband will take us out when he's working in the shed. We take him to the beach, take him to the lake. You can always use a Bluetooth speaker, and Bose is our favorite brand, but they do have a variety of price points on Amazon. Digital frames are something I have actually seen make a comeback. I'm very shocked by them. The concept behind it is great though. You can fit multiple pictures into one frame, and I think that's great for especially like smaller spaces or someone who loves to have pictures and doesn't want to have just picture frames all over the place. Digital frames is a little good way to go. And then the last one is very random, but hear me out, light therapy masks. I see a ton of people who buy them for themselves, like a ton of women who buy them for themselves, and then their husband actually ends up using it. So that is why it is in the unisex gift guide. Light therapy masks are great for your skin for many different reasons. You can look up the research on it. I see a lot of women now doing the red light therapy mask specifically. So that is why I included it in here. Giving the gift of good skin is just the best thing you can do for someone. Now, we are in the men's gift ideas. First, I want to start out with sweatpants. I have a couple clothing options, and I just feel like men don't buy themselves clothing that much. And I know that there are some men out there who do, but majority of the men in my life are not quick to buy themselves clothes. So I actually really like these Amazon basic sweatpants because I have Amazon basic sweatpants and I love them, and my husband says they're like really soft when he sees me wearing them, and so he doesn't have a ton of pair of sweatpants because they're just not something he buys himself, but he wears like the one or two pair that he has a lot. So sweatpants are a good gift that may seem a little bit like, oh, I'm just getting you sweatpants, but I promise they will get a lot of use out of them, because just like how women have leggings, like men don't have leggings, give them some sweatpants. Now, I know I mentioned water bottle in the unisex gift guide, but I want to say a more specific water bottle here. So my husband mountain bikes, so I'm going to use that as a reference. When you mountain bike, you can't just have any water bottle that you want, you know, especially a super huge one, just chilling on your bike. It's not convenient. So my husband is very picky about the kind of water bottle that he likes. And this one actually he has purchased it from Amazon before. I like saw the little purchase date when I was like pulling it for this video because this one attaches. So a specific water bottle to what your man likes, or I mean, even I guess woman at this point, but I'm talking about, because I'm thinking about Sam here, it's great to just give them a water bottle that's specific to what they need. So versus like just a regular day-to-day water bottle that they may carry around. You can also get a leather work bag. My husband has one from Saddleback Leather that my parents got him when he graduated college, and that is a very, very expensive brand. The joke behind it, they say, is like their stuff has a lifetime warranty. If it ever messes up, have your grandkids call our grandkids and we'll get it fixed. Like that's how much they say like their stuff is going to hold up. So if you don't want to necessarily invest in something that expensive, Amazon does still have a ton of leather bag options for good prices. And I feel like, again, like it's work bags aren't one of those things guys think they need. There ain't a single man I know that doesn't use a work bag, that some woman at some point has not gotten him. Wallets are always good gifts. I think these are a little bit more stocking stuffer or a white elephant because you don't usually know if a guy needs a new wallet, but wallets are something that men carry all the time, so that's why I'm including it. Bluetooth headphones. Now, obviously different from a speaker because they are headphones. We prefer Bose in this family, but they just get used a lot. My husband uses his when he is mountain biking. He uses his when he is working. He has a separate pair that he uses that connect to his work computer because he has to have his headphones in to listen to the legal stuff that he listens to at his job. So a good pair of really nice headphones is a great gift for men, and I will get to the women's in a minute, but I have a different preference about my headphones than he does. A hands-free charger that you don't have to like hook up to a cord. I hate cords. I can't believe it's 2021 and we still have everything attached to cords. I I hate them, but my husband has one of these beside his bed and he uses it every single night. His is also a rapid charger, so it's really good if you, of course, want to just put your phone down while you're getting dressed to leave the house. You know, it's going to really rapid charge that phone, and then you're good to go. Just make sure it is compatible with whatever cell phone the person you are gifting has, because I know that sometimes Apple will intentionally make their product not play nice with other things because they're Apple. So it is what it is. You can also get men coats. That's another thing I feel like men don't buy themselves. I don't know why, but Sam got a coat 2-3 years ago and I was like, you have needed a coat for so long. Why is it taking you so long? And he's like, I don't know. It's just not something I think about. So you can gift them one. This is a really nice looking one from Amazon and it comes in, you know, a bunch of different sizes and colors. These shoes are so nice. My dad and my husband both have these and I actually have purchased them to gift to someone this year because they both sing their praises. They wear them all the time when they go to work, like actually in the office a couple times a month. They look really good on and I actually hear that they're very comfortable. I've never put them on my feet, but my husband is a stickler about his shoes. So if he says they're comfortable, I believe him. He did just say go down half or even one full size because they are fairly big on him. Mini fridges are always a good idea for a guy, especially on the younger side, or if you're like my husband and he like has a shed that he works out in. This one, at least as of today, is on a deal. And I have heard that like Amazon does kind of deals. They continue deals from time to time. So if it's not on a deal when you're watching this, maybe just like keep checking back because you guys know how they do their deals. They just constantly are going back and forth based on what's popular. But this one having a glass front is really nice and it holds like 126 cans, I think, which is crazy, but a really good little beer fridge. Grill sets are also great. My husband got one when we registered for our wedding, and the one that we purchased, the one that we registered for, the guy who gifted it to us said he liked it so much he went and added it to his own registry that he had. Grill sets are one of those things every guy needs, especially if he has a grill, if he likes to grill, because they just get, I feel like they get destroyed so quickly. So grill sets are great. You can also get your man video games. The only thing about video games is it has to be specific. So oftentimes you do have to ask them. I would rather get someone a gift I know they're gonna use and them kind of have an idea of what I'm getting them rather than get them something I don't know if they're gonna use. But just a little pro tip, because it's very easy to make this mistake, make sure it's for the right console, because Sam has said his mom was notorious when they were growing up for like he would have a PlayStation and she would get him an Xbox game or vice versa. Oh, thank you. And then he'd look at his dad later and be like, hey, can we go to the store and exchange this? She got it for the Xbox and I have a PlayStation. So do make sure it's for the right console, but that is something you might have to ask what they prefer. Same for video controllers. There are Xbox controllers, there are PlayStation controllers. They are not the same thing. They cannot be used interchangeably. I actually purchased my husband one. That's what he asked for, like very specific, sent me the link for Christmas this year, so he knows he's getting it. Xbox did have a limited edition controller come out. I think as of right now, it is sold out everywhere, but a new controller is something that the gamers always seem to need. You can also do a docking station for like a nightside table. My dad has one because my dad just has a lot of stuff. I feel like my dad carries a lot of stuff in his pockets. So when he's unloading it all when he gets home, it's good to have a place to put everything, your watch, your phone, extra stuff that you're gonna then put back in your pocket the next day. This just keeps it very organized if it's not going to fit into a drawer. But you can also go with the regular just clothing. I mean, like I keep saying, men just don't seem to want to shop for themselves, at least the men in my life. So I really liked this shirt. I saw it and I was like, you know, that'd be a really good gift idea. I feel like if like, for instance, Sam does buy himself clothes, most often they're like athletic wear. So I may get him only gifts that are nicer things to wear or vice versa. So I like the way this shirt looks. So that's why it's included in this video. You can also get books. I feel like books are never a bad idea. I have included this one because I hear a lot of good things about it. I have not read it, hear a lot of good things, so it's gonna be linked below. Tools are also a specific gift that you could get. You could of course do like drills and a hammer and whatever, but Sam actually asked for a bike toolkit from me this year. I don't know what's in it, but I know that it's for his mountain bike. And so that is again a more specific item. Like you're not just gonna wanna get a guy general tools, especially if he's like really into tools and you don't know what kind of brand he likes, what kind he uses, what he needs. But I've never failed when giving a guy a tool of any kind. Like we have a tool gift to give someone this year and we know he's gonna love it. You can also do home stuff. This is again one of those things that feels like I'm getting you a step stool, but like sometimes people need it. And I just use a step stool as reference. You could get someone a ladder if they really need it. Just anything for their home that they may not think about buying themselves. I promise. It's like the weirdest thing, but they are great gifts. And then last for men is sports related items. So I used little soccer goals here because my husband loves soccer. And so a couple years ago, he got himself a goal and he actually uses it a lot. And you can find them on Amazon, tons of different styles for reasonable prices. So if you know a guy who likes sports and likes to specifically play them, you can pretty much find equipment for it on Amazon. Oh man, we are flying through this video. I'm just now starting with the women and it's gonna be a minute, so bear with me. So for women, first gift, I told you guys I was gonna bring back up the headphones, AirPods. So my husband likes his headphones to have wires to them. So he has one that like, it goes in one ear and then it has the cord that feeds into the other. So technically it is wireless. He's not plugged into anything, but that's just what he prefers. I know my mom actually prefers those, I believe. I prefer actual AirPods. I do not like anything with a cord. So for me, AirPods are great, which is why I included them in the women's gift guide because you know, everyone just has their own preference with stuff like that. You can also do a skincare fridge. This is one of the bougiest things I've ever bought myself and I love it so much because skincare is actually made up of chemicals. And so one, it helps extend the shelf life or it helps them like actually meet their shelf life versus I didn't realize before like a lot of skincare actually gets ruined and damaged and messes up a lot earlier or doesn't work as well a lot earlier if you were keeping it in your hot bathroom like every time you shower. So it's great. If you like bougie skincare, there's also nothing like feeling cool skincare on your face right after you get out of the shower or at nighttime before you go to bed. I promise you, it's like an affordable gift, but it is without a doubt one of my bougiest feeling gifts. Like whenever I'm like, oh, I have my skincare fridge, I'm like, yes, I know. I'm so fancy. I think every girl who has skincare should use this, and every girl should have skincare because good skin comes from good skincare, not good makeup. So every girl needs a good skincare fridge. You can also get skincare sets. I talked about, I did a set, like a full set video the other day of all the beauty sets that I really love this year. And the big point behind getting someone a beauty set is because you don't have to get specific colors. You don't have to get one specific product. And you're kind of giving them multiple items that they can use out and test and try before they decide if they actually want to purchase it themselves. So I always think a skincare set is a good way to go. And this one is a really nice price for the quality of that product. You can also do the PMD facial brush. Now, I was not a fan of this, and I was apparently by myself in that because people were shook that I did not like the PMD face brush. I have always loved my Clarisonic, even though they don't make them anymore. I don't know, I just wasn't crazy about it, and people were like, girl, you are out of your mind. That is the best face brush I have ever used, which is why I wanted to include it because one, it actually exists, like Clarisonics don't exist anymore, or that would be in its place, but two, because I think I'm the only person ever to use the PMD face brush that does not like it. Olaplex hair sets are so good. Anytime you can get one on a deal, I highly recommend it. I think this one is like $84 retail and you can get it for about $60. It comes with the bonding treatment, shampoo, conditioner, and then the oil. I have had all four of them prior to actually getting myself this set too. I bought a couple of them to give on my Instagram giveaways last month, and I also have one to gift this year for Christmas. Olaplex is such an incredible hair product, so this specific set, I promise you, giving the gift of good hair, there's nothing like it. You can also do warmer pieces like this, like a scarf. This is great for a stocking stuffer. Amazon has tons of gorgeous colors in these scarves. I have one that's like a very pretty Christmas color, like this one on screen. Actually, I think this is the exact one that I just got the other day from Amazon, and it's like just this really pretty Christmas color. I love it. They're soft, affordable, easy, and again, they're just warm. So if you live somewhere specifically where it's always cold or colder for a long period of time, or even just this time of year, scarves are a good way to go. You can also get beanies. Now, I know I mentioned the Carhartt beanie, but I personally don't feel like my husband would ever wear a beanie that had a little pom-pom on the top. So this one is separate. My mom and I both love the CC brand. We have, I want to say each of us have like 3 beanies in these different colors. They are great beanies, very warm, very high quality. You can wash and dry them in the washer and dryer with no issues. And the pom-pom's just really cute. This small standing mirror in the bathroom is another one of those things I didn't realize I needed until I had it. My husband got this for me for my birthday, and I adore this mirror. I use it all the time because it has a light and it also has magnifying mirrors on it rather than me like leaning over the counter in the bathroom to get really close to the mirror. So it's a small like vanity style mirror. I'm sure you could travel with it very easily, but I like that this one does have lights to it as well. Okay, the Dry Bar hair dryer. So I have the Airwrap, but I know that that is an investment for sure. And so my mom actually has the Dry Bar hair dryer, and I'm including this one and not the Revlon one because I told you guys I actually backtracked and took back my review. I do not recommend in any way, shape, form, or fashion the Revlon hair dryer. It gets way too hot and my hair just stopped drying with it after a while. And I didn't realize until I had to go cut my hair off, and because it was like all just dead and it wasn't growing. I was like, what is it that I'm doing? I use heat protectant. I am careful about my oh, it was the Revlon hair dryer I'd been using. And so of course, since buying the Dyson last Christmas for myself, I have had such healthy hair with minimal issues. But the Dry Bar is a little bit nicer than the Revlon. It is a little bit more heat controlled. It's also a higher quality brand, and my Revlon one broke after like 8 months of having it. This one's not gonna break on you. And like I said, my mom has this one, so if you don't want to get the Airwrap from Dyson because it is a lot more expensive, this is a great alternative. This toiletry bag, me and my mom, and I believe even my sister-in-law have it now. If you get the large size, it fits full-size products, but it has to be the large. I think the medium does not. But I love this because it fits full-size products. Like, first of all, it hangs, so when you go somewhere, you can just hang it on the door, but you're not having to transfer all of your stuff to a completely different little travel container just for a weekend trip or whatever. The only downside is you do have to check a bag if you do take this through the airport, but we did that when we went to Jamaica, and it was just so much easier. I did take a couple travel items so that when we came home, we could just toss them and not have to bring them. But for those few items that I just did not want to transfer to a travel case, this is amazing. You can also get a luxury tub tray if you know a girl who really likes her baths. This one holds like an iPad, a phone, you know, has a little place for some wine. It is exactly what it said. A luxurious little tub tray for when you're taking your baths at night. You can also get women popular books. I have Untamed and Get Out of Your Own Head, both on my reading list. So I did just want to include like Untamed here. Cause you know, really there is nothing like a good book out there. And I hear great things about this one, which is why I actually have it in my audiobook. I've already purchased it. I just haven't listened to it. A steamer is also a plus, especially if you know someone who travels a lot. I don't use irons anymore. I actually got rid of our iron, I want to say last year, because every single time I needed something de-wrinkled, I just pulled out the steamer. They're easier to use, they're quick. I take these with me wherever I'm traveling to, no matter how long. They go with me to every wedding, every weekend event. It does not matter. Steamers are life, and every woman I know has one, or I would probably be gifting these left and right for Christmas. Now you can of course get makeup. I included Charlotte Tilbury because I'm wearing like a full face of Charlotte Tilbury. I love Charlotte Tilbury makeup, and I got a bunch of stuff from Amazon the other day. So makeup is always a good place to start. Do be careful. I would probably stick more in the like eye or even maybe just like cheek makeup department. I wouldn't get anybody like colors for their face or lip colors because those are fairly specific, and I feel like an eye palette or like a bronzer is a little bit more broad and can be used on different skin tones versus like a foundation that's like 2 shades off. It just makes a difference. You can also do hair care of any kind. I included Oribe here because I got this one off Amazon recently. It has become one of my favorite texture sprays because it doesn't have a lot of grit to it, but it makes your hair feel texturized, which is a bonus. So you can go with any hair care product. Again, Olaplex is great, Oribe is great. They also have Big Sexy Hair on there. They carry Moroccan oil on Amazon. Great stocking stuffers or just individual gifts as is. And of course for women, you can also do clothing. I have linked below my like full clothing on my Amazon storefront for you guys. I have tons of Amazon fashion videos. I feel like I don't even need to say much about that. I love Amazon fashion, and you can find as many items as you want on my YouTube channel. But clothes are always safe. Always a good gift. And then finally the last 4, so again, I have like lists here, so I wanna make sure I get these right. So check and see if the person you are buying for has a registry. After someone's wedding is over, the registry doesn't just close. It actually stays open. I believe ours stayed open for up to 2 years. And so people would buy for Christmas what we didn't get off of our registry, which is amazing because you are buying someone something they actually wanted. They picked it out and said this. And I am a big believer that if someone makes a registry, whether it's for a baby or their wedding, please buy off their registry. Don't buy a gift that you just think is nice. Start with the registry first, and if there's nothing left, then go from there. But I always check to see if someone, if I know they're like expecting, see if they already have a registry open, or if they're married, getting married, about to get married, just got married. I always check the registry if I'm trying to buy them a gift first. You can also do gift cards. Amazon has a full page of just gift cards on their website. You know, a lot of them are Amazon gift cards, but actually Sam, because he works only in office 2 days a month, his bosses are notorious for sending gift cards through Amazon, and you don't even have to like purchase a physical. Like, you just send a digital gift card. They're great. It lets you know they're thinking of you. You can do whatever price you want, and they're easy, easy gifts. Also, experiences are great gifts, whether massages. Like, we live really close to the Whitewater Center. You can do a whole day of whitewater rafting or zip lining. You know, take someone out for a weekend trip. Experiences are always good Christmas gift ideas. And the last one is actually for, this one's a little bit more specific, younger drivers. You can get them car related things. So both of my brothers-in-law just recently started driving, which I cannot believe. They've grown up on me so fast. But you could get them like car mats. You could get them like parts for their car. I know when my brother was in high school, he wanted stuff for his truck. So that's a good gift. But again, it's a little bit more specific. But if you know someone's like obsessed with their car, you're not gonna go wrong with anything car related. And that is it for this video. I feel like I can take a big deep breath now. I did not want this video. I was perfectly capable of talking a lot with 62 plus items. I knew I could talk for over an hour and we would be here all day. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it did not go too fast. Remember, everything I'm talking about is gonna be linked below for you guys to shop. Make sure to check it out down there. Love you guys so much. Click the subscribe button and tap the bell so you're notified when I upload. Love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video.